Hey y'all. Okay, there was a lady, a pregnant woman that went missing the other day along with her daughters. And they were looking for her. I briefly saw the report yesterday. It was an article that I saw, and I was actually going to come on here and talk about it, but then I didn't have time yesterday. And just now I just went to follow up on it, and her body has been found and she's dead. The body was at her husband's job. Okay, so now he's been charged with murder. This article says body of missing Colorado woman found at husband's place of work. Police say. We'll watch that video in a second. Close that out. The body of a pregnant Colorado mom who was killed along with her young daughters was recovered Thursday at the place of work of Chris Watts, the woman's husband, the children's father, and the man accused of killing them all. This is absolutely terrible. What a terrible crime this man has committed. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation said authorities found the body of 34-year-old Shannan Watts 3 days after she was reported missing. Her body was found on the property owned by Anadarko Petroleum, where her husband worked. And this is him. John Camper, director for the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, said cops have strong reason to believe they know where the bodies of her two daughters, 3-year-old Celeste and 4-year-old Bella, may be and are trying to recover them. This is absolutely the worst possible outcome that anyone could imagine. As horrible as this outcome is, our role now is to do everything we can to determine exactly what occurred. Chris Watts, 33, has reportedly admitted to killing his wife and their two daughters. He is being held in the Weld County Jail on 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 charges of tampering with physical evidence. He is due in court on Thursday afternoon. And this is Shannan and her 2 daughters. It's so sad. So heartbreaking. District Attorney Michael Rourke said charges could be filed by Monday afternoon. It wasn't immediately known if Watts had an attorney. It was unclear if Watts could face charges in connection with the fate of his unborn child. Shannan Watts, who was 15 weeks pregnant, and her 2 daughters were reported missing Monday after she didn't show up for a doctor's appointment and didn't answer her phone. A friend called police who found her cell phone, purse, and keys inside the home during a welfare check. On Wednesday, as the FBI and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation were brought in to help with the search, Chris Watts told reporters he was traumatized by the disappearance and was hoping for his family's safe return. He told the Denver Channel he wanted his wife and children back, adding that they were his life and their smiles light up my life. Hours later, police executed a search warrant at the Watts home. Investigators were seen removing bags of evidence and towing a pickup truck from the scene. Okay, we're going to watch this in just a second. This is the interview with the husband. Police tweeted early Thursday that Watts was placed in custody. Rourke said Thursday that the affidavit for a warrantless arrest was sealed by a judge at their request. Once charges are formally filed against Watts, they will request it be unsealed and made a public record. Law enforcement officials told the Denver Channel that Watts had confessed to killing his family. In his interview with the Denver Channel on Wednesday, the man said he had an emotional conversation with his wife the night before she vanished, but he didn't elaborate as to the subject or if it developed into an argument. Shannan Watts' Facebook account paints a portrait of a happy family with a constant feed of photos and videos of her family, friends, and herself. Her comments are typically upbeat and say how happy she is, whether she's running errands, playing with her kids, or promoting a health program. She posted a photo on June 19th of some text with her husband after sending him a sonogram. He replied that he loved the baby already. She posted, "I love Chris. He's the best dad us girls could ask for." Shannan Watts moved to Colorado from North Carolina with her husband in 2012, according to property records and her social media accounts. Anadarko spokeswoman Jennifer Bryce confirmed to the Denver Channel that Chris Watts was employed at the company. "We are heartbroken by this, and our thoughts and prayers are with the loved ones and friends of the Watts family. We will continue to support law enforcement in its investigation." Frederick is about 28 miles north of Denver. Okay, so here, we'll go ahead and watch this interview real quick. See what he's got to say.
What's going on right now around your house?
Right now, you got K9 units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing the best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent and see where they went. If they went on foot, if they went in a car, they went somewhere. And right now, it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
What happened? Your wife came home. Tell me what's.
She came home from the airport at 2 a.m. and I left around 5:15. She was still here, and like about 12:10 in that afternoon, her friend Nicole showed up at the door. Like I had texted Shannan a few times that day, called her, say but she never got back to me. But she wasn't getting back to any of her people as well, and that's what really concerned a lot of people. Is like if she's not getting back to her, like if she doesn't get back to me, that's fine. Like she gets busy during the day. But she didn't get back to her people, which was very concerning, and Nicole called me when she was at the door, and that's when I came home. And then walked in the house, and nothing was vanished. Nothing was here. I mean, she wasn't here. The kids weren't here. Nobody was here.
What's your wife's name?
Shannan, Shannan.
What's your kids' name?
Bella and Celeste.
How do you spell Celeste?
Celeste.
How old are your daughters?
Bella's 4, Celeste is 3.
And so, how many times did you try calling her?
I called her 3 times, texted her about 3 times just to say, what's going on. Like because after I called her and texted her once, it's like maybe she was just busy. Like she had just gotten back. Like everybody's probably calling her from her trip. She just got back from Arizona, and I figured she was just busy. But when her friend showed up, that's what it was like. It registered like, all right, this isn't right.
Do you think she just took off? Do you think?
I mean, right now I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. But I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like I want them back now. Like that's what's in my head. Like if they're safe right now, they're gonna come back. But if they're not safe right now, that's the not knowing part. Like if they're not safe, last night I had every light in the house on. I was hoping that I would just ran over by the kids running in the door and just like barrel rushing me, but it didn't happen. And it was just a traumatic night trying to be here.
I'm gonna ask some kind of tough questions about your relationship with your kids.
My kids are my life. I mean, those smiles light up my life. And this, like, I mean, last night, like, during, like, when they usually eat dinner, it was just like, I miss them. Like, I mean, I miss telling them, hey, you got to eat that or you're not going to get your dessert, and just like, you're not going to get your snack after. I miss that. Like, I miss them, cuddle up on their couches. They have, like, a Minnie Mouse couch and a Sophia couch that they cuddle up on and watch, Bubble Guppies or something. And it was just like, it was tearing me apart last night, and I needed that last night. And for nobody to be here last night and to go into their rooms and know that I wasn't going to turn the rain machines on, and I know that I wasn't going to turn their monitor on, and know I wasn't going to kiss them to bed tonight. That's why last night was just horrible. I couldn't do it. I want everybody to come home. Like, wherever they're at, come home.
I just want to point this out real quick. For someone that is missing their 2 children and pregnant wife, they don't usually smile like this. I mean, look at his eyes. You can tell he hasn't been crying like he says he has. I mean, someone that is heartbroken and scared and worried about a loved one, especially their children or wife or a husband or whatever it is, when you're crying over someone and you're that hurt, not knowing where they are, you're going to be like torn up, heartbroken, crying, you know, scared, wondering where your children are. You're not going to look like this the next day. You're going to look like crap. You're going to have swollen eyes. You know, you're not going to be smiling while you're talking. I mean, this man has not broken down one time the entire interview for the last few minutes. This is crazy.
That's what I want.
Where was she gone for? She was on. She came back Sunday. You said at 2 at night.
Yeah, because her flight got delayed from Arizona because of like other storms around the nation. So she's supposed to get home at like 11. She got home at like 1:48. She got in bed about 2.
What was she going for? Like family trip or what?
It was a Thrive direct sales. It was a local event that was down there between a bunch of leaders in the company.
And that day she was back. I mean,
I left work early that morning, like 5:15, 5:30. So like she barely gotten into bed pretty much.
And you know, this might be a tough question, but did you guys get into an argument before she left?
It wasn't like an argument. We had an emotional conversation, but I'll leave it at that. But I just want them back. I just want them to come back. And if they're not safe right now, that's what's tearing me apart. Because if they are safe, they're coming back. But if they're not, this has got to stop. Like somebody has to come forward.
You spoke to her family, like her parents?
Yeah, they've been in constant contact, like every hour. I mean, everybody back in North Carolina and the East Coast. I mean, from Maine to Florida.
What is her parents saying to you?
They're just like if they need to get on a flight, just let them know. Because I mean, they feel helpless right now because they're on the opposite side of the country. I mean, Colorado is. I mean, you can't just drive around and look. I mean, it's just like you wouldn't really know what you're looking for. That's what the cops pretty much told me. That first day, I was like, I want to get out and drive around. You wouldn't know what to look for.
Last couple questions. What is law enforcement? What have the police or the sheriffs or your neighbors? What's police saying to you?
Right now, this is what they're doing right now is with the canines in the sense. I think this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing they've done so far because yesterday Frederick Police Department did all the searching of the house and tried to gather whatever information they could. And with the detectives, officers, and sergeants, and today it's. I mean, obviously with all the activity that's around, there's a lot going on around here, and I really hope that all of this can lead to something positive.
What did your neighbors, did they see anything? Did your neighbors see anything?
No, like we've the police department went door to door asking like cameras and everything, just like nothing.
And my last question, if you have any of them, so feel free to step in. My last question is, if your wife could see this, if she can watch this, what would you like to tell your wife and your kids?
Shannan, Bella, Celeste, if you're out there, just come back. Like if somebody has her, just please bring her back. I need to see everybody. I need to see everybody again. This house is not complete without anybody here. Please bring her back.
That's it. I can take that mic off you.
That was the fakest plea for a return that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, this man has got to be a complete sociopath. I mean, you see no remorse whatsoever in his eyes at all. None. He's talking like he's a neighbor. Like he's a neighbor talking about what happened. Not like he's the husband and father of the missing people. You know, so here, we'll watch this video. I muted it out till this ad is over. But, this is so terrible. You know, Now it just makes me wonder how did they die?
Less than 48 hours ago, Christopher Watts was saying this about the disappearance of his wife and daughters.
It's not something I could ever fathom would happen in my lifetime, and I have no inclination of where she is. She said she's going to a friend's house with the kids, and that's the last thing I heard, and that was it. It was very vague.
Then last night, officials in the Colorado town of Frederick, where the Watts family lives, tweeted, quote, Chris Watts, the husband of Shannan, that's how you pronounce it, has been placed into custody and is awaiting charges at this time. And local media is now reporting that Christopher Watts has in fact confessed to killing his wife Shannan and daughters Bella, who's 4 years old, and Celeste, aged 3. And he has offered, apparently, to take police to the bodies. Shannan had last been seen around 2 a.m. Monday morning when a friend dropped her off at home after a work trip. She didn't show up for a planned meeting with friends later that day. Police then found Shannan's purse and phone inside the family home when they carried out a welfare check. Her husband admitted then he and his wife had an argument, but said it was a minor issue. Sandra, police are due to hold a news conference at 12:30 Eastern. We'll get more details on this then, and presumably confirmation of whether Watts has indeed led them to the bodies of his wife and those 2 little girls. By the way, in that same Tuesday interview, he said of those girls, "Those kids are my life." That's a quote.
Yeah, well, they're going to be his life, all right, because it's costing him his life. He will never get out of prison, I'm sure, unless he dies. I mean, this man has committed a heinous crime, just complete unspeakable acts. I mean, we don't know what all took place, what he did to them, or anything like that, but I mean, just heartless. I mean, killed 2 little girls and his unborn child and his wife, and then just looks on the camera like nothing's wrong, like he hasn't done anything at all. You know, my thoughts and my prayers are with the family and friends of this lady. It is just absolutely heartbreaking. It's so sad. So sad how someone can just take another's life like that, you know? I mean, look at this. Beautiful, sweet, little innocent children. It's just absolutely terrible. So sad. Leave y'all's comments and thoughts below. If y'all would like to send me anything, you can feel free to do so on my email, or you can add me on Facebook and send whatever you'd like through Messenger. If y'all have not subscribed to my other channel, please do so now. Click on the link down below, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Until the next time I talk to y'all, I love y'all and have a wonderful night.